Hi, I'm Lisa Hayden with Community Focus on Washington County, Central Kentucky TV, Channel 6. And our guest today is Magdalene Burton, who is with the Caring Place, located in Lebanon, Kentucky, that serves Marion, Nelson, and Washington counties. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
That's it.
So, well, Magdalene, I appreciate you being here today. And I just wanted to, it's getting to be the Christmas season. And we always think of those who are in need and facing situations that could use our help. And I always think of the Caring Place.
Thank you.
So, and maybe you can tell me about the Caring Place, Magdalene.
Okay.
Mag, you go by Mag.
Yes, I do, and it's so much easier.
Okay.
I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Okay, the Caring Place is a domestic violence shelter for women and children that are abused. We are a 16-bed facility. Some of the things that we do is to make sure that our clients, when they come, is to find housing. And it's to help women that, if they need help trying to figure out how to get back into the public. The children to figure out how they can figure out to get with their family again, with their friends again. And also to reconnect with their father in ways, parent visitation.
Mm-hmm.
To find out how they can get back with their grandparents. Because even though mommy and daddy couldn't make it work, they still need their father. Mm-hmm. They still need to be with their grandparents. Mm-hmm. So it's very important that we find out a way to get that bond back together.
Now, these women come to you because of domestic violence, and that doesn't mean that men aren't abused too. We realize that.
There are cases of abuse for men.
But this facility, the Caring Place, is for women
and children. Only. And young men under the age of 18.
Okay, who would be children of the victims, the women who've been abused. And now, these women usually, I suppose, find out about the Caring Place through, I know it's listed in the phone book.
Right.
But I suppose normally it's a result of the police advising them after they've been called to a domestic violence situation, or through the court, I suppose.
Right. The hospital.
The
doctor's office. Word of mouth. Mm-hmm. We put out brochures in the laundromats, the grocery stores, at school. I do outreach, so I do a lot of speaking at businesses, ladies' civics groups, church groups, schools. So, word of mouth is actually the best thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And, a lot of times, just asking around, talking. Mm-hmm. So, there's
I know
ways.
social workers, of course, having done those investigations during my time with the Cabinet for Families and Children, that, oftentimes we would work with a victim of domestic violence who might not want to go anywhere, want to stay in their home, keep the children there. It might take several times before they would decide that, hey, I've had enough. I need to get out of here before I get killed or before the children get killed. And then they don't have to have a referral from anyone to come to you. They can just call and say, I need to.
Today's the day.
Today's the
day. I've made
day.
up my mind.
Yeah.
That's usually where most of our clients do. They usually just say, maybe in the pitch black dark of night, early in the morning, when he's gone. That's usually when they call us and say, can I come? I've had enough. I've got to get out now. That's usually when they call and tell us, whenever he's left the house. And she'll have time to get her stuff together then.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's important once the woman gets to your shelter, and if she has children, that arrangements can be made for that woman to be, of course, she's in a safe place when she's in your facility. And how long can a woman stay there? You know, I suppose during the court process, you have a advocate that goes with her to court, or I know the court advocate, I suppose, does.
Right. There is someone that will go to court with her. You want to know how long she can stay? We've had them stay anywhere from one night to 6 months to a year. Most shelters want them to stay 30 days, but with the economy the way it is right now, 30 days is not enough time. I mean, that's, for some people, one paycheck.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many people is going to get $3,000? Because actually, that's how much it costs to pay to get your lights, water, gas, the utilities cut on, first month's rent, the deposit for the first month, and to buy furniture. And if you've had with a lot of the domestic violence victims, a lot of times when they leave in the night, they owe back rent, they owe back utilities, and when you first meet your new landlord, you've got to pay back all those bills, and if there is damage to the home, she's got to pay those. So it's almost $3,000 before she can even move in for the first month. And plus, like I said, she has to pay for the furniture. So 1 month of just 30 days is nothing. So again, it's 3 months, sometimes 6 months, and just to have the self-confidence to start out. If you've been a victim, like I said, of domestic violence, to build your self-confidence up, to get your self-esteem, to put your money together. And that's if you even have a job before you start. You know, it takes a while.
Does the shelter like have, you refer like the victim out to counseling and to help them build their self-esteem, or?
Yes.
Or you don't have counselors there at the facility, right?
No, we don't.
Okay.
This is what we do. The ladies that are part of the staff there, we talk with them. We have like self-help groups talking.
Okay.
If our clients want to meet with a counselor, we have a counselor that they can talk to, and then they go and speak with counselors. Right.
And so, you know, of course, they've got to get resettled. And normally, is that in the same community where they've been before? I mean,
she has the choice of where she wants to move to.
We
help them come to a decision that is good for her.
Yeah.
Where she feels comfortable. Our job is not to make decisions for her, because that's just what she left.
Yeah.
So no, we don't tell her this is what she's got to do. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Now is the time that all her options are open now. She can do what she feels is right for her and her family. So if she wants to stay in the town that we are in, or if she wants to move back to where she came from, she can. Or if she wants to just fly to Timbuktu, she is more than welcome to do that.
Yeah. So you just, whatever decisions she makes,
we try to support that.
And do you find that by the time a woman comes to the shelter that she has reached that decision, or do you find that sometimes she does go back? Do you?
Well, it depends. It's on an individual basis. Finances do play a big part. A woman usually leaves her perpetrator 7 to 8 times before she finally makes that final break.
Right.
Again, like I said, finances play a huge part.
Yeah.
I mean, if all you have on the phone is a voice promising you things, because at the end of the day, that's what we are. We're a voice on the other end of the phone, promising you, ma'am, I'm going to give you, time to find a home. But you're listening to your inner voice saying, but but I don't have a job. That
Right.
means I don't have any money. And then there I am saying, ma'am, I'm going to help you get a job. I haven't worked in 20 years.
Yeah.
Then how am I going to get a job? Ma'am, I'm going to help you get into school. I don't even have my GED. I quit in the 10th grade. That means for 2 more years, and we're telling them these things and we're promising them these things. And then so when they get to the shelter, it's, well, we need to do this and we need to do that. And we're explaining to them, these things are going to take time.
Mm-hmm.
To a young woman that has a small child, she doesn't have a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got to remember, this is a process. And it's like what we say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Your situation didn't start in a day. So you had to believe and trust that we're going to help you go step by step to get these things done, but you have to believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. And like we've told all of our clients, for 2 years after you leave our shelter, we're going to help you. Even when you make mistakes and have to start all over, we're going to help you. It's just
So
gonna be
you
a process.
continue to follow the parent or the
Yeah.
woman
We'll
after she
be-
leaves the shelter.
Yeah.
And continue to assist her further.
Yeah.
That is good news. And I know that the Caring Place is a nonprofit organization.
Mm-hmm.
So that anyone, so you can use some of those finances that, say if someone makes a donation to the shelter, you can use some of those finances to help that parent get situated, say pay their first month's rent or...
That's exactly why we're always asking for funding.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the biggest reasons why, is that if we can have help, then we can help her pay for her first and last month's rent. We can help her pay for some of her medical bills, help her pay to get an attorney, help her pay to get her kids on the basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
It's the little bitty things that people take for granted
Mm-hmm.
that mean the world to our clients.
Yeah.
They do. I mean,
Yeah.
we always say a salt and pepper shaker that sits in people's back of their cabinets. If you don't have a salt and pepper shaker, it's a big deal, even though it costs $1 at dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have that dollar, it might as well be $1 million.
Right.
That's why everything is so important to us.
So now, so what if, Mag, that somebody they did want to donate, some things from their home that that they don't need, salt and pepper shaker, toaster, any of those kinds of things. Now, do they just contact you all and then arrange to take them to, because you have
We have the caring closet.
The caring closet.
Right, and it is, like, we use it, and every penny that goes towards our shelter so that it helps our clients.
Right.
So if anyone has any, especially furniture, and again, I say it to everybody, a salt and pepper, and that is my biggest thing, a salt and pepper shaker, curtains,
Yeah.
dish towels,
Yeah.
bath towels. They mean the world to someone starting out.
Yeah.
They do. They actually mean the world to our clients when they start out. Just a lamp, a
Yeah.
pillowcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. And like right now with the Christmas season,
Sheets,
yes,
bedding.
I tell you, last year, and it just about made one of our clients cry. Someone gave her a Christmas tree, and it meant the world to her. A Christmas tree, which, people throw them away all the time, but just a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then her biggest word was, what about the decorations? It was like, honey, if we have to make paper chain decorations, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the idea of something that you never thought of.
And something that's yours.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
things that belong to you.
Because sometimes you've left all that stuff behind in order to get out.
So that is the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we tell them, honey, these things can be gone in the blink of an eye. As long as you can get out with your life, everything else will soon follow. All we need for you to do is to get here, and we'll take care of the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the biggest promise we make every one of our clients. If we can get you out of that situation, we promise her that the rest will be easy.
Yeah.
We didn't say fast, and I tell her that on the phone when she calls. I didn't say that the process will be fast. I didn't say that it's going to be an easy road, but I promise her it will be a better road.
Yeah, yeah. And I suppose, you know, here the holidays are coming up, that you have families that are there for the holidays. Do you all have people there that are stay there during Thanksgiving
We do
and
have families
Christmas?
that will be there, and they have, you know, children don't know, especially smaller children, they don't understand that Santa's not going to be, can't find them. And they have a list.
Sure.
And they don't understand that finances are different because they left daddy or they left, you know, granny can't find them. So their list is the same as they would have been if they stayed in the home. So Christmas is just important.
How
there as
do
it
you
is
get
anywhere else.
the children on the
No, we don't put them on the angel tree.
angel
list.
tree or anything?
Because our community has been so great for all the years that the Caring Place has been there, that actually people in the community will call and just ask for a name.
Well, good.
And we just give it, so we, you know, and I tell all our clients, please don't put your name out there. Because,
True.
yeah, because
Do you need to
people-
maintain their
right, their
anonymity
right,
and keep
so
them
we don't.
safe?
So we
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
give them, we give
But
'em
you
like,
could say
I
a
give 'em
little
fake
boy
names.
or
We get fake names.
yeah.
And we just give the children's ages and what they want. And we just go there and we give the mother's name and her sizes and what she wants and whatever's. And they just, for a better word, they just adopt our shelter. And it just goes from there. And you'd be surprised as how really loving and good and giving everyone is.
So then, if people want to again donate, say furniture or you know, bedding or anything that you might need for a home, they take that to the Caring Closet, which is in downtown Lebanon.
Right. It's 221 West Main Street.
Okay. And that is that where the old George's department
Yes,
store was?
downstairs.
That's what I'm thinking, downstairs there, yeah. So, but I know that you can't pick up things because I checked on that recently.
Yeah, you
So-
called me the other day.
So you have to have, you know, if you've got, say, some furniture to donate, you've got to get it over there.
Got to take it.
So,
You got to take it. They're
you know,
open
surely
from
you can
9 to 3,
9
Monday
to
through
3,
Friday.
Monday through Friday. And is that is there a phone number for that in the phone book or so that's the Caring Closet and
Right.
that number's
270-692-1427.
great. And they can donate any time of year. And
Right.
and as well they can give monetary donations so they could, you know, put a check in the mail for that matter to the Caring Place. And there's a post office box.
P.O. Box 945, Lebanon, Kentucky 40033.
Okay, great. And so, because I know you know, again, financially, you always need those donations
Right.
for the families to help get them situated, like you said, get their rent paid and get their deposits paid, and I know you're trying to help the parent get find work, and so you've got other, I know, resources that you all refer to help with those kinds of things as well. And so I know you take care of the whole the whole ball of wax. You know,
we
everything.
We try our best.
Yeah.
We do.
Everything that this parent needs for her family. Yeah.
We spend a lot of time in faith. We do a lot of talking, and our main thing is we want everyone to be able to maintain, not just to get out there, but to be able to stay and stay away from our perpetrator. It's not going to do her any good if she gets out there and in a couple of months she has to go back.
Right.
That's the reason why we work with her for 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we're always asking the public for their help, is because, again, we want her to be able to maintain her living situations.
Yeah.
Because, again, the electric bill could get kind of out of hand, just like with everybody else. And,
right.
if, you know, in today's economy, it takes two.
Oh, yeah.
It takes 2 people to maintain a household anymore. And if it's just her, and if she has just 1 child, much less when there's 2 or 3 children. And, you know, it takes a village sometimes to raise a family.
Yeah.
And it
takes a village.
It takes a village to raise a family.
And we certainly want to help these families. We don't want mothers and children living in violence.
No.
And so we want to ask the community to help the Caring Place and the families that come there. And so, again, I want to get those numbers in case anyone can donate. And so that number at the Caring Closet is 270-692 1427. And then the Caring Place,
270-692-9300.
9300, and those numbers are in the phone book.
Right.
And so we're just hoping that you get some good donations this year, Mag, and you know, I know that these families, certainly having worked with them, I know what situations people can be in, and if anyone's in need, they are. I just want to thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me here. I appreciate it.
I know that you'll take care of them.
I'm going to do my very best. That's all of us can do. Do what God put us here on this earth to do. Is the best.
Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me here.